What's goody? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner Circle. How y'all doing today? Let me know in the comment section how you doing today, okay? So today's video, I'm about to give you guys 8 friendship non-negotiables, okay? And this is going to help you weed out people who are not genuinely for you, because let's be real, fakeness, fake friends and phoniness is at an all-time high nowadays, okay? So these 8 non-negotiables that I abide by is going to help you weed out the fake and the phonies. It is going to help you enhance the good quality relationships that you already have, and so you can really see who is genuinely for you, okay? So let's get right into it though, y'all. Y'all already know. If y'all my day ones, drop in the comment section day one. Let everybody know who you are, that you've been at the Winner Circle since day one. If it's your first time seeing me, make sure you do what you got to do to get locked in at the Winner Circle. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever platform you watching this on. Get locked in with the Winner Circle, okay? Because you're going to get your life bossed up. But let's get into it though, y'all. So the first friendship non-negotiable for me is mean humor. You ever had a friend who just constantly, like, they make it seem like they got dark humor, they make it seem like they got mean humor, but honestly they like literally right there on the borderline of disrespect? They say stuff to you that might be disrespectful, that might rub you the wrong way and be like, oh, I'm just playing, or girl, you know, I'm just kidding, or bro, you know I don't mean it that way, you too sensitive, you taking things too seriously. Mean humor is a non-negotiable for me. It's a deal breaker for me, because you're not about to sit up here and play in my face and throw jabs and be disrespectful to me and always be right there on the borderline of disrespect, always be right there just trying to hit below the belt, and then just brush it off all the time, make it seem like you joking. I don't care who you do that to, but you're not gonna do it to me. Because people that I consider my genuine friends, we like each other, we respect each other, we support each other. We're not out here taking shots, throwing jabs, and then dressing it up, like making it seem like, oh, I was just playing. We're not doing that. So I don't care who you doing that with. I don't care. That's just your personality. Go ahead and do that over there, because you're not going to do that over here with me. And I encourage all of you guys to not tolerate the mean humor. It's disrespectful, and people can't really truly hide how they really feel about you. Eventually, it's going to come out how they feel about you. So if you ask me, in my opinion, they're just telling you how they feel about you without you having to cut them off, without them just blatantly in your face telling you that they hating, they jealous, they envious, they don't like you for whatever reason. That mean humor is disrespectful. You can go play in somebody else's face, but you're not finna play in my face. Okay? I encourage all of you guys to not tolerate the disrespect from the mean humor. Like, why you always taking shots, but it's just a joke. You're just kidding. You're just playing. Oh, be lighthearted. You don't want me to be sensitive, but you stay taking shots. You can go shoot your shot over there with somebody else's circle, because over here at the Winner Circle, we're not doing it. Comment in the comment section, at the Winner Circle, we're not doing it. At the Winner Circle, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We don't disrespect each other. We don't disrespect people that we genuinely care for, okay? So that's a non-negotiable for me. You got mean humor, it's a deal breaker. It's non-negotiable for me, and it's the quickest way to get the friendship cut off with me. And I encourage all y'all, get hip to that, okay? That mean disrespect, be that out loud in your face disrespect. That mean humor, be out loud in your face, blatantly disrespect, showing you how they care about you, or their lack of, so to speak. They don't care. They don't care. Y'all don't be tolerating that mean humor, because low key is out loud disrespect, okay? The second one, y'all. The second friendship non-negotiable for me is it's people who are just so self-absorbed. And what that could look like, it could look a multitude of ways, but what that looks like, typically how what I see in my life is people, every time you with this friend, again, it don't matter who it is, man or woman, okay? It don't matter who it is, but when you always with this friend, all they could ever do is talk about themselves. Me, 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 me. All they talk about. My little jewel came off, but shaking my head too much. But all they talk about is themselves. Like, come on now. There's so many things that we could talk about. All you're doing is talk about yourself. And then when you're trying to bring something up about you, something that you got going on, some of your accomplishments, they change the subject quickly. It never remain the focus never remains on you. These type of people don't even ask you how you doing. They don't even give a damn enough to ask you how you're doing because they're so self-absorbed. They're so worried about themselves. Everything is a me factor. And as quiet as it's kept, when people only talk about themselves, they trying to one up you because they low key, they don't want you to be able to floss on them, to tell them how you doing, all the great things you got going on. They already, man, you're a part of the winner circle. I know this is true. They already see you in this light. They already see you on a pedestal, on a level above them. So for them to even, compliment you or talk about the things that you got going on, they don't, in their minds, they're thinking they don't want to make your head even bigger. They don't want to make your head even bigger at all. So how dare they talk about anything that you got going on and compliment you even more? You're already up here and they're down here. So how dare they? How dare they? They don't want to do that to you. So if you dealing with somebody who's constantly self-absorbed, they won't even talk about what you got going on. They don't even ask you how you doing. You could let somebody know, like, hey, you texting you with your friend or whatever, and you like, oh, I went on a date, I went on a date yesterday, Then y'all link up on Saturday, or no, let's rewind. You tell them I'm going on a date Friday, okay? And let's say it's Monday. You going on a date on Friday. Friday come, you go on a date, and then Saturday you link up with your friend. If they don't even ask, like, that's plenty of opportunity to give someone, to ask them how you did, how the date went, what you got going on. If these people are not even inquiring about you, they don't give a damn about you. There's no way that you could be friends with somebody and they never ask you how you doing. Man, let me know in the comment section if you've experienced something like that, where you are somebody's friend and they never even ask you how you doing. All you do is talk about them when you guys are together. That's non-negotiable for me. It's a deal breaker. Like, you don't care about me. You don't care about my well-being. You don't care about my children. You don't care if I'm stressed on my job. You don't care nothing about me. All you do is talk about you. And that's draining. It's exhausting. It's non-negotiable for me. It's a deal breaker. We're going to have to cut it off. We're going to have to cut it off. Like, surely, surely, if I'm your friend, you can withstand a conversation that's focused on me. You can withstand a conversation that's highlighting some of the events that are taking place in my life. And it should be reciprocated. Reciprocity is key. Reciprocity or nothing. Write it in the comment section. Reciprocity or nothing. Okay, that's what we doing nowadays. Reciprocity or nothing, baby. Oh man, I was shaking my head so hard that my little jewel fell off, Y'all see my little bow? Had to do my little bow today. And it had a little jewel in the middle, but I was over here cackling too damn hard. But the third one. The third friendship non-negotiable for me is the inability to pour into you. Because y'all let me know if I'm the only one who feeling this, but sometimes I'll be feeling like there be a lot of friendships or people trying to connect with me, but they don't pour into me like I pour into them. They don't pour into you like you pouring into them. You probably always got all the answers. You probably you're probably the one always coming up with let's go here, let's do this. You probably the one always coming up with the resources. You probably are always their backbone when they need to vent, when they feel like their life is falling apart, when they don't know what to do, when they need answers, when they need a solution. You probably are the end all be all in this friendship. And let's just take this one real slow, real quick. We got to be careful sometimes when we like, oh, this friendship is great, this friendship is great, because y'all know I'm a life coach. Book a session with me, y'all. Book a session with me. But there's a lot of people that I talk to, and they're like, after I took a break and like sat back because I felt like the friendship was draining me, they come to realize that they're the only ones who's making the friendship a good thing. They're the ones who's all the good is coming from you. All the good is coming from you. Everything happy is coming from you. All the great memories is coming from you. All the places to go to is coming from you. Every time you travel to travel to see them. All the good things, the reason why the friendship is good is because of you. You are the stability. You are the foundation. If you just took back your energy for a second and you stop pouring in, you stop calling, you stop being the reason, the voice of reason, you stop being the backbone, you stop being the one with the knowledge and trying to and helping figure out how to navigate things and figure out what to do. If you pull that back, what do you have left? If the friendship could still withstand the trials and tribulations of you not pouring into the friendship, that means that they too are doing their part, then you have a good friend. But if you pull back your energy and the friendship is history because you're not showing up, because you're not calling them, you're not seeing them, you're not pouring into them, you're not the one making sure the friendship is afloat, they're not pouring into you like you pouring into them, baby. And for me, that's a non-negotiable. If I'm giving and giving and pouring, because I'm telling y'all, especially you're a part of the winner circle, you a chosen one. It's easy. We do it effortlessly without even. You don't even got to try to be there for people. Just who you are, you know how to show up. It's who you are. You wake up on a golden platter because it's who you are. It's your entire genetic makeup to make people feel better. It's in your entire genetic makeup to catapult people to the next level. It's in your entire genetic makeup for people to step into them true selves and feel like they could be themselves around you without regret. It's in your genetic makeup. So we do this effortlessly with no effort, with no thought. We are the perfect kind of friend for people. So sometimes that can overshadow, like, hold on, the only reason why this is a good thing is because of me. Make sure you guys are being poured into as well. Make sure people are being there for you. If you always going out and you always spending the money, it don't got to be like tit for tat, dollar for dollar. If I'm spending money, you got to spend money on the next. It don't have to be like that because people pour into each other in different ways. But make sure there's reciprocity. And sometimes how I like to do it is when I hang out with my female friends, with my girls, I don't really have that many male friends. But anyways, like, I think I got like one in my whole life. Like, no. But anyways, when you're hanging out with your friends, like, hey, like if they're treating you, the next time you pick up the tab, or if you don't have the money to pick up the tab and they know that they're more financially stable than you are, then you're pouring them into them in a different way. You're maybe you watch their kids for them a time or two or something, or I don't know, I'm just making up stuff, but there has to be some kind of reciprocity. There has to be some kind of give and take. There has to be some kind of give and take. Okay. Let me just give you another example. There was a friend of mine that I had been knowing since high school, and we would hang out like, I think it was like every Thursday. Every Thursday we would hang out because I didn't work on Fridays. This is before I became a life coach. I didn't work on Fridays, and she didn't work on Fridays either. She had her own business. So Thursday night, we would hang out and we would be drinking and partying and eating at her house because we knew Friday we wouldn't have to wake up and go to work, right? So Thursday nights was our nights, and her kids was going, my kids was going. It was the perfect get down, okay? Thursday nights was our nights, and we both had money. We both were starting businesses. We both, sometimes the money fluctuated, and I'm gonna just keep it real. We both had food stamps, you know what I'm saying? So one day, like if her money was up, she was paying for the the adult beverages and at that time, the Mary Jane or whatever, she was paying for that stuff. And then if I wasn't able to put forth the money, then whatever we were eating that night, I was putting it on my food stamps tab. You know what I mean? Like it's both people are bringing something to the table. And then the next week, it was vice versa. I was the one coming out of the pocket with the money, buying the adult beverages and the Mary Jane. And then she was putting the food that we were going to eat for the rest of the weekend or whatever on her food stamp card. Like, there has to be some reciprocity. There has to be, and it's not always financial. If people are not pouring back into you emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, if you always coming out the pocket, there has to be some reciprocity. If your friends are not pouring into you, and that's not to say that you're doing things to see what they're going to do in return. These things are supposed to happen naturally, cohesively. You're not supposed to have to ask your friend like, dang, well, when you gonna have my back? Like, is it your turn? You're not supposed to have to ask that. The moment you have to ask that, it gives me the ick. The moment I have to ask you to have my back like I got yours, I'm done with it. I'm done. I ain't gonna fuss or fight about it. You ain't even gonna know I'm upset. You just gonna feel it like, damn, she just blocked me or she just pulled her energy back. I don't be having time to negotiate, to do none of that. Listen, people too grown. People know what they're doing and they know what they're not doing. So you want there to be reciprocity. If your friends are pouring into you just as much as you're pouring into them, you have great friends. If your friends are not pouring into you like you're pouring into them, or that one friend who's not meeting, there is no reciprocity, that's not a great friend. It's a non-negotiable for me. It's a deal breaker. Friends need to pour into each other. just like any other relationship. And that's how relationships stay afloat. And this is how you have healthy relationships, when everybody is wholeheartedly showing up genuinely, authentically, and pouring into each other. When you don't got it, I got it. When I got it, when I don't got it, you got it, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Everybody can help each other. Everybody is showing up for each other in a cohesive way. Okay, you guys? So it's a non-negotiable. It's a deal breaker if your friend is not pouring into you like you pour into them. And again, it don't got to be dollar for dollar, tit for tat. People can show up for each other in a multitude of ways, okay? So, yeah. Let's keep it going. Where we at, number 4? Yeah. The fourth friendship non-negotiable for me is is women who only gossip. And this could go for the men too. Y'all, I talk to a lot of dudes, and there's this myth out there that only women gossip. That's a bold-faced lie. I know a lot of men who gossip. I've seen it in real life. Men get jealous of women too. Men get jealous of their homeboys too. Like, this is a real thing. Jealousy does not discriminate between gender or ethnicity. Jealousy does not discriminate between gender or ethnicity. And if you're a guy out there and you're part of the winner's circle and you walking wearing your crown, let us know in the comment section if you've experienced this. If you experience men who are jealous of you, who come off to have female traits, so to speak, like do things that typically a woman would do, the cattiness, the jelliness, the weirdness, the moving funny, the sneak dissing, the all of that. It's not just a female thing. Moving funny does not discriminate between ethnicity and gender. Men do it too, okay? So the non-negotiable for me is women or friends who only gossip. And it's like, is that your only way to thrive or spark up a conversation? I am not bonding with you over gossip, especially if it's about your other friends that I may not be friends with or don't really know that well. There's the one thing, if you come to me for like advice on a situation, but if you constantly just talking crap about your friends, about other people all the time, gossiping about people is a poor man's habit. It's a poor man's trait, not habit. It's a poor man's trait. It's a poor man's trait. It's a broke bitch trait. It's broke people energy. People who successful, who are thriving, who constantly got their mind on they next come up, they next move, they next this. They don't have time to be gossiping about people. People can only bring you down when they're at a lower level. If someone's trying to bring you down by gossiping, it's because they're at a lower level. You're up here and they're trying to bring you down. We're not out here just gossiping about people. And I like to tell my clients all the time, be careful when you sipping tea, because you can get burned by the tea, whether you sipping it or whether you're pouring it. Whether you sipping it, whether you drinking it or pouring it, don't leave the tea alone. And I get it. You know, there's time and space for a little bit of, a little bit of this, a little bit of entertainment. Like, I get it. People thrive off of gossip. But if that's y'all friendship, that's all you bring to the table to me is gossip. It's non-negotiable. It's a deal breaker, because if you're talking about them friends, you're going to be talking about me as well. All you do is talk about other people. You don't have anything else to talk about. We could talk about money. We could talk about vacations. We could talk about the economy. We could talk about homes. We could talk about marriage. We could talk about, there's so many, we could talk about Animal Planet for all I give a damn. I like to learn things. There's so many things that we could be talking about other than always gossiping. You guys, I hate negativity. I'm allergic to negativity, like on everything. Like, I'm allergic to it. I can't tolerate it, because instantly I'm already knowing, like, you lower my vibration. Like, this is going to come at a cost for me, and the cost is too expensive. Okay. It's the price I'm not willing to pay. So it's a deal breaker. It's non-negotiable for me. People who only gossip, men or women. Every time I see you, all you're doing is talking crap about people. It's a deal breaker. You're negative, you're low, you're insecure, you got something going on, and I don't want to be a part of it. It's a deal breaker. It's non-negotiable. It's definitely a friendship non-negotiable for me. Okay, you guys, we're not sitting around just talking about others all day. No, let's talk about ourselves and how much we're overcoming things, and our mental health, and our next plan, and our next vacation, and our potential status of our husbands, and and our wives, and that's what I want to talk about. And how to get money, and how to invest, and like in different kind of currency in the world. Like, there's so many things to talk about. Okay, you guys, cut it off. Okay, so Number 5, the fifth friendship non-negotiable for me is, and I keep saying women because I'm a woman, but is women who, this might be a little bit different for men though. Let me know in the comment section about this one, because y'all might be a little bit different. But is when women who only talk about the the eggplant. Like, okay, we can have girl time and girl talk, and trust me, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it for sure. But if that's the only thing you got going on is when you trying to get smashed next, who you trying to hook up with next, and come on, baby. I know there's got to be something else in that pink brain of yours. There's got to be some substance. There's got to be something educational, something that can add more quality, more value to my life. Because I know I'm bringing value to anybody I come across. I'm bringing value. I'm bringing love, authenticity. I'm being genuine. I'm bringing a whole package of value to you. So we can't just be sitting around only talking about the eggplant, only talking about this dude's size, this dude's stroke, this dude ain't this. We can't only be talking about it. Don't get me wrong. We gonna talk about it. It's a part of girl talk. It's a part of guy talk. Let me know, y'all, if y'all fellas, like, yes, it's a part of guy talk, but don't there gotta be something else about the conversations when you link up with your friends? Like, you can't just spend like 4 hours just talking about smash time, right? I don't know. Y'all, let me clarify. Men, clarify in the comment section, okay? But for the ladies, we can not only be talking about going to Pound Town. There's so many other things that I need to talk about. Like, there's so many other things that we can learn from, we can grow from. And again, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about Pound Town. But that cannot be the only thing that we always talk about when we hang out. There's got to be some substance to your life that can provide any kind of value that you could bring to this table other than eggplant. Okay? It's a deal breaker. It's the non-negotiable, because you're going to keep me stagnant. I'm not trying to be stagnant. And because next thing you know, that's all you're going to be talking about. That's all you're going to be chasing. I don't got time. Listen, it's a deal breaker. It's a non-negotiable for me in a friendship. You've got to have some kind of substance to your life to where we're not only talking about the eggplant in Pound Town, okay? Again, fellas, let me know in the comment section. Is it the same for y'all? What's your preference? Is it okay for all y'all to hang out and only talk about Pound Town with a woman? Like, let me know. Let us know here at the Winner Circle. Give us some clarity, okay? So, the next one. The sixth non-negotiable in a friendship for me is you have to be able to celebrate my wins too. Because I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to celebrate you to the core. I'm going to be your personal cheerleader. That's a benefit of having a good friend, having someone part of the Winner Circle who's a friend, having a chosen one as a friend, having Coach E as a friend. I'm a cheerleader by nature. I was a cheerleader all through junior high school and high school. But I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader. I'm going to hype you up all the time. I'm going to be your hype man. I might bust a beat. I might even start rapping for you to get you amped up through the roof. Like, you are going to feel so much love from me in your winning season, your losing season, your off season. It doesn't matter. I'm going to let you know that I got your back. I'm here for you. And we in this together, whether you rocking or rolling or running and grunting, whatever you got going on, I got your back, and this is real and this is genuine. It doesn't matter what you have going on, but especially if you winning, especially if you land a big deal, you get a new job, you get engaged or whatever, you pregnant, you got a baby shower, anything. Especially if you winning, I'm going to celebrate your win. So I expect the same in return. I don't expect, now it's time for me to share my wins with you, and now it's crickets. You can't go out. You can't go celebrate for me. I don't hear from you for 3 weeks. And but when the shoe was on the other foot, and I was at the top of the mountain, hell here, shouting to the village that you have an accomplishment, and I got everybody celebrating you, but you can't do the same for me? Absolutely not. It's a non-negotiable in a friendship for me, and it's a deal breaker. You've got to be able to celebrate my wins with me just as much as I celebrate you. Just as much as I celebrate you, because I'm going to celebrate you, baby. I'm going to celebrate you. But if you can't do the same for me in return, it's detrimental. It becomes detrimental to people's mental health, because then you start questioning, well, why? Are they mad at me? And then you start to check the temperature. Now you calling them. Well, they're not answering the phone. Then you come up with all these narratives in your head. No. They're not showing up in the friendship like you are. It's a deal breaker. It's a non-negotiable for me. You've got to be able to celebrate me just as I celebrate you, okay? If they're not doing it, it's not a real friend. Not a good friend, okay? Number 7, you guys. Number 7. The 7th non-negotiable is you've got to be an honest friend, because honesty will help you grow. When friends are just telling you what you want to hear, they're just being a people pleaser, just to appease you, just to satisfy you, just to not rock the boat. No. And it's very different when somebody antagonizes you, coming down on you, telling what you ain't doing. But no, a genuine friend is going to tell you what that might look like is they might be supporting you all year round. But then there's that one thing where you probably didn't really do favorable. You probably just don't want to hear it. But they're going to tell you, like, I support you, but I think that you know better on how you reacted to this person, or how you treated this person, or what you said at this job, or what you said at this person who pissed you off in traffic or at the grocery store. Like, you know better. Like, I love you, but you know good and damn well that that's not you. You know good and damn well that that's not who you are. You know good damn well that that is going to stifle your growth or whatever. And then they're going to tell you with love, like, baby girl, I love you. Like, bro, I got your back, I love you, but that chick ain't good for you. Now, I support you, whatever you gonna do, because people gotta be ready to make their own decisions, but you already know she ain't good for you. You already know she did it. You already know this job over here. You already know hanging out with this person is not good for you. But they still love you. They still got your back, and they allow you to make your own decisions. They allow you to bump your own head so that you can find clarity within yourself. But they're supporting you through the situation. And they're being honest with you, telling you, you're better than this. I'm going to wait for you to figure it out. But I'm here to remind you, you're better than that. You can do better. I see better for you. You want a friend that's honest with you in the moments that it mounts, because it's going to help you grow. It's going to help you grow. Keep it real with your friends. Keep it real with your friends, okay? That is a must for me. It's a non-negotiable. I have to have friends who are honest with me, because I'm going to be honest with them. Because sugarcoating stuff, beating around the bush, coddling people, patting them on the butt, ain't never helped nobody. That keeps people stagnant. But you want to do it in a loving way. You want to show your friends that you love them, you support them, and ultimately you want them to know that you have their best interest, and it's going to show the way that you approach things where they can do better, and vice versa, okay? It's a non-negotiable for me. I have to have friends who are honest, who are genuine, who are authentic with me, because I'm going to show up the same way in a friendship, okay? Oh, you guys. The last one, number 8. That's 7. Number 8. The 8th non-negotiable in a friendship for me is you got to be solid, period. When I say I'm a solid individual, I'm solid. I don't care if we're friends and you ain't talked to me for 10 years. The moment you see me, the moment you hear me, the moment we link up, it's going to be like we picked up where we never left off. People who are really my friend never have to question my authenticity. They never have to question, is she really for me? People who come across me and they get a feel of this energy, they get in my good graces, they get to know me, they never got a question, am I really for them or not? Because if I'm not for you, I'm not even gonna be all in your face acting like it. I'm just gonna cut you off. Like, oh, okay. But people who know me and who really, they never have to question, am I for them? You've got to be a solid friend. It's non-negotiable for me. You guys need to be, but in order to have solid friends, you got to make sure you solid. Is you solid? Comment in the comment section, I'm solid. If you solid, if you're part of the winner circle, you better be solid, okay? So comment in the comment section, I'm solid. I want to see your face, man. I want to see who you are. I want to see who my solid ones is out there. You solid, okay? So because you so solid, you require solid people in your environment, up in your space, up in your aura, all up in your energy. And what that means is you gotta be solid in my face and behind my back. You can't be playing the fence if there's a problem with somebody else and I'm not telling you guys to inherit other people's problems, but you damn sure are not aiding in the problem. You got to have my back in my face and behind my back. You got to be solid in my face and behind my back. I need to know that you got my back 1,000% because you're genuine. No, because friendships are not always great, and you do come across people who might not like your friend. You do come across people who are saying this, or you might, be at work and you got to be solid. And the females got this one bad. Ooh, I'm finna tap in on it. I wasn't expecting to say this or talk about this, but I'm finna go ahead and get in on it. Females got this bad. Have you ever been, ladies, have you ever been hanging out with a female, and then as soon as y'all get around a group of dudes or something, she start acting funny? She started taking shots, throwing jabs, start acting like y'all cool, but y'all not really like that or something. Just start being fake. Baby, listen, that's not your friend. I'm gonna need you to be solid in my face and behind my back, no matter who we around. Because I'm gonna stay solid. I stand on 10 toes all the time. And I'm talking all the time. All the time. If you got, ladies, comment in the comment section. Let people know that this is real out here. You ever have a friend, as soon as y'all get around a bunch of dudes or certain family members or certain people at the job or just anybody that y'all not normally always around, they start shifting, start acting funny, start switching up on you, especially around them dudes. I done seen it. Females get to acting funny around dudes. They get around some eggplant, and they don't lost their mind, especially if you don't want to get the most attention. Start tripping, start acting funny, start wilding out. You got to be solid no matter who's around. It's a non-negotiable in a friendship with me. It's a deal breaker because I'm going to be solid with you. I'm not finna start treating you a crazy way because we're around dudes. No, if anything, we'll go get closer. This is my ace. This is my boo. This is my ace boon. This my ride or die right here. If y'all making sure y'all treating both of us right. Or whatever. But if you got them friends acting funny, switching up on you, purposely excluding you out of stuff in a group setting, behind closed doors, they your biggest fan. But when y'all get in public, they taking shots, throwing jabs, acting funny, purposely not giving you eye contact in the crowd, making you feel left out of conversations. That is not your friend. I'm gonna need you to stay solid no matter what's going on, no matter where we at, especially around some dudes. I'm going to need you to be real in my face and behind my back. Because I'm going to keep it real with you, in your face and behind your back, okay? But those are 8 friendship non-negotiables, you guys. And if you are experiencing these things, you might need to reevaluate some things. I'm here to be your confirmation that maybe these people are not for you. If these people are showing up and they meet the expectations in these 8 non-negotiables, you have a great friend. Cherish those friends. Value those friends. Okay, you guys? I love y'all so much. Oh, before I hop off on here, y'all already know today I am wearing my Mermaid Magic, my body butter. Get you some body butter, y'all. I'm gonna make sure it's linked at the top of the comment section, but get you some body butter. If you want this flawless skin like OG, get you some body butter. You're gonna feel sexy, ladies. And that's something that's one thing about being attractive from the inside out is how you feel. You want to feel good. You want to smell good. You want to look good because you're going to feel sexy. And the moment you feel sexy, you elevate your confidence. And when you have high confidence, you attract all things good to you. Okay, you guys? So get your body butter. I love y'all so much. I'll see you next time.